My artistic practice is very much intuitive based. I work a lot with oil pastel and paint, and I've been focusing a lot recently on spaces and how we occupy space. Hi, I'm Joe Gamble. I studied at Bath School of Art and I did graphic communication, and I'm now currently drawer and painter. The drawing year is different from my degree in that it was the amount of tutor contact time and also lesson time. Like, we were doing lessons 4 or 5 days a week most of the time, and you'd have a tutor every day. Sometimes you'd have 2, you'd have tutorials all the time, you'd have crits. And I think that was different to my BA in that you very much left to your own devices a little bit there. Having such a broad range of tutors, something that I've never kind of experienced. And it's exciting having so many different approaches and views which you could take on board. I remember having a breakthrough with drawing quite early on at the start. I was drawing outside in Whitechapel and I did this drawing which was kind of looser than what I was used to doing and involved a lot of colour, and I felt like that was a direction I wanted to push things in.
A process I developed in the drawing year was to constantly go back to old pieces of work and rip them up and rework them, and then make new drawings from those, and I'd paint from that, and then I'd draw again from that.
I think the most helpful classes for me on the drawing year were the ones in the studios at Shoreditch. I really enjoyed working from the life models.
When I'm working from life drawing, I would just look at them as kind of angular objects, because my studio work is so kind of based on space, so to try and see space within the human form a little bit.
Studying on the drawing year was kind of a lot more than I expected. I think I went into it thinking that it would be a bit more of a traditional course because of its name and kind of its background, and I actually found that it was a lot more freeing than that. It's made me more aware that I can kind of do what I wanted to do. I always had an idea in my head before the drawing year of the kind of work I wanted to make, but I think doing the drawing year itself has actually forced it out of me a little bit more.